guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Very Really Good Podcast. This is episode 298. We're almost there. We're almost at 300, dude. We're almost at 300. 300. 30. Dude, I think I said, like back in the day, I think I said that if I ever get to episode 303, that I would interview 303. So I got to start making moves, man. So if anybody is those guys, please let me know. If any of you guys are those guys, if any of you are those two guys, please let me know, and I'll have you on the podcast. Guys, it is 9:30 p.m., June 1st. Wake up! It's the first day of June. Yeah, dude, June 1st, 9:30 p.m. It's a late night podcast we're doing. I just had a busy ass day today, dude. I didn't have time to get over here sooner. But yeah, bro, I wanted to start off hot, man. I wanted to start off, we got some shit to talk about, low key, man. I want to talk about, I don't know if this is a good idea. You know what? I think it is. I want to talk about, I came across a Reddit post. Okay. I'm making a conscious decision to like not look at Reddit as much, but sometimes it happens, man. And I saw this and I was like, oh, this is why I'm trying to not look at Reddit so much. Cause you know, it's weird. And I often struggle with like, you know, reading like negative shit about me and like my content. Cause no one wants to see that, right? Anyone who's like, nah, I love my haters, they're fucking lying, dude. No, like my favorite thing is like trolling my haters. I love my haters. No, you don't, dude. Stop fucking. Anyone who says that, they actually are so butthurt by it. You have no idea. No, I love my haters. That's actually not true. So, and this honestly isn't even like hate. I think it's just like constructive criticism, which is fine. But I need to, I think it's important to address because, you know, what type of person would I be if I'm not, you know, open to constructive criticism and willing to improve, you know? So I wanted to talk about this and sort of go to bat for myself, really. But let's zoom in because I am an old man. And I should also record my screen, and this, what I'm doing right now, is what this post is criticizing me about. Wait, so this is perfect. Okay, let's zoom in on this shit. Enhance, computer, enhance. Okay, here we go, dude. Let's read this. The title. Okay, yeah, the title is "Very Really Lazy Slop." Yeah. I've been I have to battle the slop allegations, dude. The slopagations, man. I have to battle this shit. What's going on, man? Also, I don't like when people use slop for stuff that's just like not AI stuff, right? I guess it could be other slop. Let's see. Before you crucify me, hear me out. This is coming from a place of love and support, and I'm sorry for the clickbait title. I've listened to the podcast for as long as it's been around, and I've been a fan of Curtis for like a decade. Damn, respect. That's a long time. So I feel kind of disappointed with the podcast as of late or like the past a while. These might be nitpicky, and I'm sorry if they are, but I got some critiques. Okay, here we go, guys. There's a lot of too long dead silence where I have to go look at the screen wondering if it accidentally paused or if an ad came up that I have to skip. But it's just Curtis fixing his mic or scratching his chin or looking for something on his laptop. Okay. Understandable. I do take some breaks sometimes. But in my head, you know what? I'm doing you guys a favor, bro. You know what I mean? Oh, God forbid. God forbid there's a couple seconds of me searching through my sounds, man. I'm going to start beatboxing instead. Like, when I'm trying to look for a sound, I'll just be like... But no, that's understandable. And I even said that, I told that to Sabrina a few months ago. I was like, hey, just an editing note. I've noticed people like mention the silences. So if we could just like cut those more, so that has been a conscious editing change. But you know what? We might have to double it down. Sabrina, I might have to tell you to double it down even more. No silence. I'm not asking for there to be something constantly going on like Coco Melon, but it just kind of feels like Curtis not being prepared and forgetting that it's a podcast that people want to listen to and not have to go look at the screen for context and what's happening. Okay, yeah, not being prepared. I feel like I'm prepared. I mean, that's fair. I think selfishly, I'm like, that's the charm of the podcast. You know what I mean? It's kind of a scrappy ragtag thing, you know? It's just me in here, man, and I kind of love it that way. It's the way it's always been, you know? And I would feel weird if there was someone just, like, there. If it's a guest, it's different, but you know what I mean? But that's fair. Okay. There's too much time being spent on what he's done recently. It's usually the same stuff every week anyway. Okay? Ouch. So by the time he gets to the topics, the episode is already like well on its way. Okay, ouch. Yes, okay, I am boring as fuck, all right? I'm boring as fuck, low-key. I mean, you know, I got to fill you guys in what I've been up to on the podcast, but I guess that's true. I don't really do anything. I never do anything. It's like, yeah, I've been editing a video. I've been reading. My life's a fucking movie, man. But that's fair. It feels like when you type some bullshit in your essay to reach the word minimum. Okay, ouch. I do like hearing what Curtis has going on, but I just want more substance in the episodes. All right. Especially because there doesn't feel too much commentary or jokes anymore. It feels more of a reaction slop channel. Ooh! Hold on. Yeah, his charisma usually makes up for it. But more often I get the feeling that Curtis doesn't really want to be there anymore, and he often seems just kind of tired. Ooh! I don't know, some episodes are better, of course, than the others. I'm not saying he has to always give us his all. I just wish he and his team put a bit more effort into the free episodes sometimes. All right. Yeah, and then there was 100 likes, or upvotes, whatever the fuck those are, and then a bunch of comments. I will say most of the comments were like, but yeah, I would love to discuss this. Okay, so first off, I don't want to like fucking like put this person on blast. And I honestly appreciate them leaving this comment because they've been supporting me for a long time. They've been watching the podcast for a super long time. And I appreciate that, obviously. I love doing the podcast. And I will say, most of the comments were people being like, yeah, I like the main channel videos. So I checked out the podcast. Wasn't for me, you know? And that's great. I love that. Right? Makes sense. It's not going to be for everybody. And, you know, there's only so much time in a day where people are watching videos. And if they're not rocking with this and they don't want to contribute that to their day, then I understand that. Okay. There's only like one or two podcasts I listen to that I'm like, yeah, these are the ones I listen to. So if I'm in for that for anybody, I fucking appreciate it so much. And thank you. But yeah, dude, I will. Okay, sure. I'll be a little candid, you know. I should be honest with you, with you guys, with my audience. I think I owe that to you guys. Yeah, I've definitely been slacking on podcast uploads, and I do apologize. If anything, I try to be. I just I think I okay. Brief recap. Brief kneecap. Brief kneecap. So, after I wrapped my tour, in December, it was like 2 years of just fucking like go. You pack. You go to the airport. You go. You're away for 2 weeks. I'm film videos and shit while I'm doing that. I'm doing shows every night, traveling every day. Blah blah blah. I don't want to complain. Obviously, I'm not. That's not what this is at all because I love my job so much and I'm so blessed and so grateful. And that's even a joke in my set where I talk about how fucking easy my job is compared to like actual jobs. So I'm not complaining. But after I wrapped my tour, it was like, okay, I have the opportunity to really like actually just fucking take like a month off and just kind of like enjoy not working, which is insane, you know, because obviously like 99% of people don't have that opportunity. So I'm, again, so fucking grateful. And, you know, before I did that, I was really stressed. I was like, I think I'm going to hate it. I think I'm going to hate this month off. I think I'm going to like stress the whole time. But low key, it was actually like the first time in like 8 years of doing YouTube full time where I was able to like, you know, like take a fucking breather. And, yeah, bro, it was like really, really special. And it let me sort of like prioritize like my own brain and my mental health and like also like my physical health low key. So since that break, it's kind of just been like, all right, let's get, you know, trying to get back in the groove of things. I've just been like working on this one video for a very long time that's been taking up so much space in my brain. But I've kind of hit an obstacle with that video that it's kind of stopped it for now. Stopped the production anyway. And that even also is that's also been helpful too, to be like, okay, so now I can stop hyperfixating on this and just sort of just let things happen as they happen. I know that's super vague because I haven't really talked what the video's about and I don't want to, but you know what? This I will say heard. And you know what? I'm going to make it a priority to be more consistent with the podcast because I know this post said that it seems like I don't want to be here, and I don't want you guys to think that at all. And I'm sorry that I gave that impression because I do. I fucking love this podcast so much. I've been doing this for almost a decade now. This podcast, and it's been so special, and it's been. I've had some really great times, and I love coming here and shooting the shit. So that's all I'll say. Thank you for the feedback. It's heard. I'm doing the adult thing and taking the criticism, and I appreciate it. And thank you for listening and watching. And no, I'm kidding. I start crying. No, and no, it was good. It was very it was actually very respectful. But yeah, dude. We got a bonus episode with Ted coming out soon in the next few days. It was supposed to come out last week, but Sabrina got really sick, and obviously I don't want to be like, hey, get to work. That would be crazy. But yeah, dude. Now to talk about what I've been up to. Because low-key, okay, I actually do have stuff to talk about that I've been doing. That's actually more exciting than me sitting in my fucking house and editing. How long was that? 15 minutes? Okay. Guys, movie review time, okay? YouTuber movie review time. Because I saw 2 horror movies directed by YouTubers last week. I saw Obsession and I saw Backrooms, okay? I saw Obsession first in theaters. I went to go see it in theaters. I bought a ticket. Well, that's not true. My buddy bought a ticket, but for me. But I got to pay him back for that also. But I saw Obsession, dude. What the hell, dude? Fucking incredible. I know everybody's seen it already, but wow, terrific movie, amazing. I loved. It's impressive that it was made with under $1 million, and it seemed like it had like a way bigger budget. The way it was filmed, like it was so creative with how they filmed stuff to make it seem like a bigger budget than it had. Ending was incredible. That actor who played Nikki, holy crap! I hope she wins an award because that was incredible. So yeah, you guys got to go see that one. But I also saw Backrooms. All right, I also got invited to the Canadian premiere of Backrooms. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. Yep. Yeah, they sent me an email. They're like, hey, we've seen your podcast video, and I think you'd really like this movie. And I said, really? Okay. That's what I said. I sent a voice note via email like that. I said, hey, voice note attached. And I said, oh, really? Okay. And No, for real, dude. They invited me. I got to. They took a picture of me on the tan carpet. And it was fucking awesome, man. It was and Kane, the director, was there. He gave a little Q&A thing after, and they did a Q&A, which was really cool. Dude actually might be a genius. He's like, also, I feel like when anyone is just like somewhat coherent, I'm like, okay, so you're a genius. When someone has like really good like word choices and they like don't like stutter, I'm like, okay, so genius right there. Hey yo, genius check, fucking genius check right now. On a scale of 1 to genius, this guy's a fucking genius, man. But no, he's actually like it was really insightful to hear what he thought. And dude, I think I like Backrooms better. Might be biased because they invited me to the premiere, but no, for real. I just think Obsession was awesome, but Backrooms, like, it like stuck with me. Like to this day, I'm still thinking about it. And it just evoked a lot of like emotion and just like a feeling that was really really interesting. I don't want to spoil anything, but you guys should go see Backrooms. And geez, for a movie called Backrooms, there was way more body parts in there. The guy had his feet in there, his belly, his head. Feet rooms. That'd be a movie. That would be a movie, man. That'd be an R-rated one. Bathrooms. A horror movie called Bathrooms, where you open it, you walk through a wall, and there's and it's a bunch of toilets. But yeah, that's basically it. Oh, never mind, dude. This is one thing I want to talk about. I've been seeing so many videos on like Instagram and TikTok and shit of like clips from the movie that are clearly like people filming the screen. And it's like, what's going on? Like, truly, is nothing sacred anymore? And there's people like, there's videos I saw of like people recording their theater because they were like so loud and annoying. And people was like there's one scene in Backrooms where they're walking and like this like entity is there. And then the people are like, while they're watching a movie in the theater, they're like, oh, look out. Look out. Wait, is that a person? Is that a monster? What is that? Whoa, look out. Dude, shut the fuck up. Dude, that's actually one thing I feel so boomer. Like these fucking kids, man. Go to a movie theater. Same as when I saw Obsession, dude. Someone's on his phone the whole time. Front row, just fucking like texting his boys on Snapchat. Bro, what are you doing? If there's one place to not be on your fucking phone, it's the movie theater. They don't be a Tommy texter, bro. They say that the whole time. That's like the one thing. They'll be like, hey, don't use your phone. You go, okay, I won't. And you're spending money, dude. I feel like etiquette at any public event is just like not a thing anymore. So, and I commented on one of the reels too that I saw. It was like, get off your fucking phone. Like, what are we doing? They're so like, Gen Z is so like fucking like, not all of them, right? But like people who like go to movies and like just have a commentary, it's like they're so like fucking like brain rot Twitch pilled where they have to like provide their own commentary on everything. Chat. Did you see that, chat? Chat. Chat. I guess it's chat. Chat. That's cat in French. A French streamer being like, yo, chat, and the cat just comes around and is like, meow. No, sorry, I was talking to the chat. Meow. That's so dumb. That's so stupid, man. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. That's it. Let's talk about some shit, man. Wow, I have some great stuff to talk about, man. I actually have like too much stuff to talk about. This is a problem. Okay. Well, first off, should we go? Let's go funny TikTok first, and then we'll talk about the beef. We got beef. A beef recap. So this TikTok is, it's called Alpha Fest. First Night Fever, Alpha Fest, Night 1. Let's watch it. Let's watch Alpha Fest. Let's see what this could be. So, oh my god, that would fucking kill, man. Okay, so for those people who are just listening, maybe you're not watching the video. That's what just listening means. But so Alpha Fest Night 1. This is the video. I'll explain it. There's different groups of different pairings of men with these this big leather belt, 2 belts sort of fucking attached together, or just one really big guy belt, and it's wrapped around to the back of one person's head, and the other end of the belt is wrapped around the back of another guy's head, and they're on all fours, arch their fucking back, horny mode, alpha style, arch back, face down, ass up, like an alpha male. And they're like tugging. They're like doing a tug of war, basically. But with their necks. And this guy fucking low-key looks like me. This could be me, which sucks. So yeah, this was me. I was at Alpha Fest. I don't know where the fuck they are. I think they're in the Backrooms. They're at like a bowling alley basement or something. And this is night 1? Dude, look at that pose, bro. You're telling me that's alpha? That's alpha male? That looks like he's throwing it back. And alpha, I mean, like, wouldn't alpha be like a top, Wouldn't that be alpha behavior? How many nights are there, too? I'm so curious how many Alpha Fests a night. Did he buy tickets to this, or is this like a... Like, did they, stumble upon this? I'm so curious. This guy's dressed like fucking Happy Gilmore. Oh, my God, dude, that would fucking kill. Dude, his wrinkles on his head. You going to Alpha Fest tonight, dude? No, what is that? No, it's, super cool. Me and, 4 other guys, we get on all fours, and we, get this belt. We tie each other up. And then we just kind of pull on each other. We yank on each other. Got yanked last night at Alpha Fest, dude. This guy yanked the fuck out of my neck. I'm all kinked up now. My neck has a kink, and I have a kink for this guy, for this Alpha Fest. Dude, ow, bro. I'm getting a headache just watching this, man. When do they kiss? Yeah, this is why tummy time as a baby is important. It's definitely an invite-only type of event. Yeah, I want to go to this guy's account. Maybe he posted anything from night 2? Doesn't look like it. So that was just, I guess it was just night 1. I guess maybe he thought there was going to be a night 2, but everyone had a fucking, aneurysm, I guess, after? If severe brain damage, sorry, we got to shut down Alpha Fest. Yeah, they arch their back too crazy, man. Kink their neck too bad. I would love to go to this, though. First Night Fever, hashtag viral video TikTok, hashtag Goana pull, hashtag alpha blokes. Alpha blokes. Is he British for a sec? This does seem British, actually. Now that this is blokes, this is Britain behavior. So I had a belt around me fucking head. Wrapped it around that bloke's head. We fucking tugged each other until we passed the hell out. And then we had ourselves a few pints. Dude, his jersey's 69, bro. This guy's a goat. Goat status achieved at Alpha Fest. Wow. That's so sick. Okay, if there's ever a night 2, I better get the invite, dude. I'm taking this guy's spot. He looks exactly like me. Or we could open up a Canada division. Alpha Fest Canada. Because Fest seems like it'd be like, what other festivities? Because I've never seen alpha males talk about this. You never see like those like alpha business guys be like, I wake up at 5 a.m. I do a cold bath. And then I call my buddy Daryl over to my house. We wrap a belt around each other's heads and we pull and yank on each other till we're fucking stiff as a board. And we arch our back. We arch our alpha backs. And we throw it back on each other. High key. You aren't an alpha male unless you fucking throw it back on your bro until you both howl. Damn. Yeah, pretty goated video, man. I love seeing guys do dumbass shit like this, man. And it's just so special. Because I know for a fact that if like I was somehow convinced to do this, I'd be like so into it. That's what sucks about being a guy. It's like, fuck, this actually kind of would be fun. You know what I mean? Like, like if my buddy like brought me here to Alpha Fest and like, yeah, this is like what we do, I'd be like, okay, I guess. But then like once I'm going, I'm like, fuck, okay, I actually want to win this. You know what I mean? I actually want to like, I want to win this Alpha Fest battle against a 69 man. This also seems like a weird saw trap. Wow. I am so jealous of the people who went to Alpha Fest. Alpha Fest 2027, count me in. Okay, what are we at now, guys? What are we at? 29. Okay. Excuse me, I burped on the podcast. Okay, I wanted to talk about this beef that's going on with this drag queen. This drag queen named Pattie Gonia. I want to talk about this drama because it's pretty fucking wild. So Pattie Gonia is a drag queen, and also like pretty sure they're like a environmental activist. But Pattie Gonia is being sued by Patagonia, the fucking hiking company or whatever. What do? They make jackets and shit, like boots or whatever. That's their slogan. Patagonia, boots or whatever. We make shit that you can climb crap. The ugliest shit you've ever seen. I also low-key feel like people who wear Patagonia like aren't even like about the outdoor shit. You know what I mean? I just see people at like bars wearing a Patagonia like jacket. Like, what are we doing here, man? Oh yeah, did you climb a mountain to get here? Oh yeah, you hiked to the bar? Cool. Cool, man. Like a Patagonia long sleeve and like dress shoes. It's like, what the fuck are we doing, man? Pick one. If you're wearing a Patagonia, here's what I'll say. If you're wearing a Patagonia long sleeve shirt, you better have your bare feet out. All right? You better have your friggin' grippers out. And yeah, and you better get your ass to the feet room, all right? The Feet Rooms by Kane Pixels, all right? But let's watch this video. Let's see what the beef is about.
Hi everyone, it's Pattie Gonia. Today I'm breaking my silence about the lawsuit that the multi-billion-dollar corporation Patagonia has filed against me, a drag queen and climate activist, for trademark infringement. Patagonia told the media they're only suing me for $1. What they're actually trying to do is to take away my name permanently and threaten me with more than $1 million in legal fees.
Okay, so yeah, that was a weird thing, the $1. Like they're just doing it as like no, we don't want to take your money. It doesn't matter. But like, yeah, legal fees are like so much money, especially go up against like a huge corporation. I'm also curious if you sue a drag queen persona, Patagonia has to show up to court in drag, right? Like that, I feel like they have to. That'd be badass, man. Flex on everyone in there. Mog them. Court mog. Objection, I'm being mogged. Objection, Your Honor, I'm being mogged as hell right now. I'm being mogged as fuck. Yeah, so they want to get rid of Patagonia's trade, which is like crazy because Patagonia obviously existed before the clothing company. Obviously, it's a fucking place. You know what I mean? You don't like. It's not like the company owns the name Patagonia. You know what I mean? That's like if I like came out with a clothing company called like Canada, and then someone was like, "Hey, I'm putting out a company. I'm creating a persona. I'm creating another company called Canada," and I go, "Hey, no, you can't do that. I'm Canada. I own Canada. I'm the king of Canada. You can't do that, Canada. You can't do that, Canada. You can't do that, Canada."
This is not a brand conflict. This is a corporation trying to erase an activist.
Literally.
And this is how corporations bully individuals who cannot match their resources. Because this would take away not only my activism and my career, but also the livelihoods of the team I employ.
Bingo.
This is a betrayal of Patagonia's core mission, because if they're in business to save the home planet, why are they suing a climate activist?
Yeah,
over the last
bro.
4 months since the lawsuit was
That makes
filed,
no sense.
I've stayed.
Their whole thing. Also, like, wouldn't it be like, that's the one thing I don't understand. Obviously, sometimes copyright infringement is like, okay, obviously that's bad, you know what I mean? But it's like, genuinely like, seeing like a drag queen who's a climate activist named Pattie Gonia, like, my first thought is like, oh, like the clothing brand. That's funny. It made me think of the clothing brand in like a, not necessarily a positive way, but like, you know, just like I'm thinking about them, right? So why wouldn't you want that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't that be like, oh, okay, I get it, that's funny. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird for them to be like, you fucker, you can't fucking do that. That's our thing. That's so weird. Especially when their thing is like, oh, we want to like save the planet. It seems like it's not. It seems like their main concern now is to sell long sleeve t-shirts to fucking tech bros. No, we've actually decided that annoying tech bros are actually our main concern now, because they wear long sleeve shirts that have our thing on it, and that's pretty cool. So, yeah.
Stayed silent, courteous, and worked every channel I could to resolve this without going to court. But in the end, I had two choices: the erasure of my name, my advocacy, my community, and everyone I employ, or to fight for myself and to fight for us. So I am fighting, and I'm inviting you to join me in a simple call to action. Patagonia, drop the lawsuit. And I want to tell you how this story started, because it didn't start with a lawsuit. It started in 2018 when I put on a pair of high heels on a backpacking trip and created my drag persona, Pattie Gonia, named after a region in South America called Patagonia, a name that predates both me and the clothing brand by 500 years. And since 2018,
dude, that's the craziest thing about it, man. So I feel like that like won't hold up in court, because it's like, no, I was basing it off of the fucking place, the area. I was naming it after that. You know what I mean? So weird.
I've built a community of more than 3 million people, a nonprofit teaching allyship in the outdoors, hired more than 600 artists and advocates, toured drag shows nationwide about climate solutions, and together we've raised more than $3.7 million for nonprofits. So here's the part that made my jaw hit the floor. Patagonia, a multi-billion-dollar corporation, went to federal court in January to say that I am causing irreparable harm to their brand by doing, and I quote, motivational speaking services in support of environmental sustainability.
Bro, that's wild. you're fucking up our environmentalist brand by speaking positively about the environment, dude. How dare you? You're fucking up our whole thing. If Pattie Gonia just did a drag show about like ugly long sleeve shirts for tech bros, then they'd be fine with it, right? You're fucking up our shit by doing what we say we like. Fucker. That's so insane, dude. Oh, and then LGBTQIA2S plus equality. That's harming their brand? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And organizing, arranging, and conducting trail and hiking events. Let's talk about that irreparable harm, because there's 3 things you need to know. First, the claims of trademark infringement.
Yeah, this is wild, man. They want the friggin' tech bros instead. They want the people who are going to Alpha Fest. That's who they're looking for, dude. You should have been slapping a belt on your head attached to another bloke.
I have never...
You're too woke. Go woke, go bloke, okay?
Use their logo, font, or anything from their brand on our merch website. Instead, the lawsuit cherry picks a few examples of playful parody and fan art and tries to spin those into some kind of vast use of their logo.
My God.
Drag is built on parody, puns, and jokes, but I'm willing to never parody their logo ever again, aka never give them free PR ever again.
That's what I said, dude. How fucking stupid are these fucking... These big CEOs are like, you can't. We bought that. We bought Patagonia name. You can't use that ever. I feel like I've accidentally said Patagonia while I'm sneezing. You know? Patagonia. Boy, you gonna sue me for that? You gonna sue me, Patagonia, for that? Better go to hell, man.
2, let's talk about the agreement or the understanding that people are saying I broke. There was no agreement. In 2022, when I was collaborating with a third party, Patagonia asked me to follow certain terms, and I did. That wasn't a broad agreement about my future. And 3, my trademark application. Man. I filed my trademark application not to compete with a multi-billion-dollar corporation, but because of what happened to a drag queen named Lexi Love, whose name was taken from her by a third party after RuPaul's Drag Race. Within weeks, her bookings were canceled, music pulled, social media gone. I filed to make sure that that never happened to me, not because of Patagonia, because of anyone. And now let's talk timing. Isn't it interesting? That Patagonia chose this exact moment in the height of anti-LGBTQ politics and attacks on the environment to sue me.
Yeah, that's interesting. Dude, we fuck Patagonia out here, man. Fuck Patagonia. I'm not buying their... I mean, I never bought their ugly shit anyway, but it's lame. That's actually wild. I hope that this case gets dropped. But I feel like now there's like a lot of support for Patagonia. So I feel like even if they do go to court, like I feel like hopefully they'll be good with like, because if they do a GoFundMe for that, I'll donate to that if they do a GoFundMe for their legal fees, because that's fucking insane. That's so wild. A literal outdoor apparel company that's like, we love the environment. And then someone's like, hey, I love the environment. And they go, I'm going to fucking, yeah, you love the dirt so much, I'm going to put you under it. Okay? That's insane, man. I actually can't believe that. Pride Month, too, man. It's Pride Month. All cases, you know, you can't sue You can't sue a gay person on Pride Month. You know? Fuck, that's crazy. I'm team Pattie Gonia, man. Fuck Patagonia. Like, look, like their shit is so ugly, dude. Yeah, look, dude, when you Google Patagonia, the fucking place pops up. So obviously, like, they're not the main fucking Patagonia. That's so dumb, dude. Outdoor clothing and gear. It's such like Patagonia to me is like such like a like a I'm not an outdoor person at all, but to me it seems like shit that someone would buy who like isn't actually an outdoor person. Or they're like, yeah, I go bouldering, yeah, I go camping sometimes, but they're like they don't actually, they're like posers. You know what I mean? We're not saying that word enough. Also, poser. We got to start calling people fucking posers again, man. Because that was like the biggest that was the worst thing you'd be called, was a poser. Hardly know her. But actually, though, we're not calling people, we need to call people that when they're being fucking posers, man. Me, when I see a model, poser, dude. Jesus Christ. Was there anything else that I wanted to talk about? There's a few. Okay, there was one story that was really funny. Yeah, I'll read this really quick because I thought it was jokes. This guy, Robert Fripp, still unsure why hospital shaved his balls after heart attack. Such a good title, man. This picture's wild, too. Dang. This guy needs to go to Alpha Fest, man. Whoa. Or off the charts. Okay. King Crimson's Robert Fripp, who turned 80 last week, seems to be doing much better after suffering a heart attack last year. And he launched a Substack. Despite strong recovery, Fripp is still left with some peculiar questions. Mainly, why were his balls shaved while he was being treated? Okay, I got to change my fucking battery. Hold on. Dude, it's so funny to go in for heart surgery and you wake up with freshly shaved balls, dude. I mean, I'm sure there's a medical reason. You're concerned with my heart, fine. What are you doing shaving my balls? Oh, they maybe had to do with clearing his body of anything that could harbor germs since he was going into heart surgery. Okay. That's so funny, though. You don't think that about, like, also a roast, low-key. Yeah, your balls were fucking nasty. We had to shave them so you didn't have another heart attack. Balls are so far from your heart. That's like the deepest shit I ever said, but actually a diss, actually, to be like, yeah, your balls are fucking reeking, man. We had to shave your huge hairy balls. Dude, it's also so funny that it's like, I'm thinking like, I'm picturing this weird fucking doctor, picturing like an insane doctor who just loves shaving balls, and he's like, you go in there, you're like, hey doc, I've had a headache for the last like week. He's like, why do you have a headache? What do you think happened? He's like, well, I mean, yeah, I was at Alpha Fest last night. I was getting yanked by another bloke. And he goes, yeah, that'll happen. It was your first Alpha Fest. Oh, yeah, that'll happen. Okay, here's, okay, for your headache, you said? I think, okay, first off, let me shave your balls. Let me shave your balls real quick. Just drop your pants. Sorry, what do you want me to drop? Yeah, it's for a headache. I got to shave your balls. That's so funny, man. Yeah, let's do a quick shave of your balls first, and then I'll take a look at your head. Not that one, up there. A doctor doing like an ultrasound, like a checkup for a pregnant woman, you know. Yeah, so okay, baby's looking pretty good. Yeah, okay. Look, you want to know the gender? You want a surprise? Okay, I understand. Okay. What's wrong, Doc? I'm just like I'm a little. There's something that I'm a little worried about. What is it? What's wrong? I can't tell for certain. I might have to shave your husband's balls. I might have to shave your husband's balls just to be sure. And he was like, what? You did that last week. Yeah, they're hairy again. I need clean. I need your balls. I need bald balls for me to figure out what's wrong with your baby. That's such a crazy character. Doctor obsessed with shaving balls. That's so funny, man. Oh, wow. Wow, that's super funny. Okay. Yeah, that was it. That's all I wanted to talk about because I thought it was silly. But guys, we're at like 50-something right now. And yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thank you for listening and watching the podcast. I appreciate it. Oh, that camera's going to die now too. Damn. Maybe I'm really not prepared. But no, thank you again. Thank you for the, again, constructive feedback. I actually love that. I think I'm gonna become a better guy for it now. So, truly, thank you for the support. Thank you for being patient with me while I lock back in. And yeah, got a new video coming out soon. Actually, should be out when this comes out. But yeah. Like the video, go check out the Patreon if you want some bonus episodes, and leave a comment and all that shit. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.